7:45 at KNEB News Extra is next. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Kathy Kropuenske is here to talk about Keeps Scottsbluff, Gering Beautiful. We got a number of things to discuss, including the fact she just came back from the Keep Nebraska Beautiful annual meeting, and you did quite well as far as awards, right?
We did quite well, yes. As a community, I was so pleased. We took first place for a civic nonprofit. We took second place in our Great American Cleanup, which, you know, we have come in first before, but it's okay. Like I told you, Kevin, it was a high school group that beat us out this year down east, and it was really fun to see the kids get that award because they were so excited. And we also got our gold medallion for our affiliate award. So, yeah, it was really cool. We're very proud.
Yeah,
and this is the first the news is out on your show.
All right. Now, are you on the Civic Nonprofit Award, the first place? Is that in different categories, or do you compete against Lincoln and Omaha and North Platte, and you compete against all the big boys?
Yep, you do. You compete against everybody, which is what really makes it neat. You know, it shows that what we do in our program down here in Scottsbluff and Gering, we do a lot of things during the year. And our numbers are very, very, good. Again, the pharmaceutical, we collected 2,200 pounds. Think of that. I mean, in 8 hours.
Just over a ton.
I know. It was a big day. And electronics, that's always a big thing. So all of our programs, and of course we have to remember it's all about education. Because if we don't educate, we're not going to change behaviors, and that's why it's so important to do the education. I always say we can go out there and pick up litter until we're blue in the face, but if we don't educate why it's important, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So why is it important that we pick up litter?
Well, it's important.
Pick up litter and keep the community beautiful.
Because I'll chase you down if you don't. That's the bottom line. If you see little Kathy coming in high heels, you know she's in trouble.
That's right.
Yes. It is important, and I say we're missing the biggest point ever because it's so important for economic development. If we do not keep our community clean and beautiful, when we're trying to attract those new tourists, those new businesses to our town, they're not going to come. I mean, it's just a big, big thing. It's like, chasing cigarette butts. And you all know when I was on my butt campaign, which I still am, but I don't get as much time to chase them as I used to. Maybe I move slower, Kevin, I don't know. Anyway, but I'm still looking for them, and, these things are all important. So, and besides, getting these awards, I mean, it makes us all feel good to know that our community is doing such a good job.
That's right. Now, when you get the first place in the civic nonprofit, do the other, say, as Lincoln and Omaha and everybody else, come to you and say, what kind of things are you doing that allow you to get this award? I mean, are some of those bigger communities not doing pharmaceutical, not doing the electronic, not doing some of those things?
They're not doing some of those things. And, it just always sort of tickles me because Lincoln is trying this new program down there in pharmaceuticals, and they've spent just gobs of money to get big players involved with them and pharmacy companies and all this, and their collections are so small compared to ours. And I still say, again, I repeat it, but it's just so important, this, you can't just put an ad in the paper and say you're hosting a collection. You have to educate every single day about why it's so important. We don't want people drinking that stuff. We want to keep it out of our drinking water. And also, we hear about the farming parties. We don't want kids to get a hold of that stuff in the medicine cabinets. And, but you got to educate, Kevin. If you don't, guess what? They're just not going to buy into you.
Yeah.
So, and you got to be sort of perky about it, too.
Yeah, you obviously got to get on the radio. You got to get on television. You got to be in the newspaper.
You have to have the right partners.
That's right.
That's why it's so important.
And you have had the right partners. I mean, Annual Co-op has been a partner for you.
Great
You've
sponsor.
got so many other businesses that help you out.
Yes, and again, we couldn't do what we did without them. We all know our grant funding has been severely cut the last few years. It used to be you could write 3 grants and boom, the money would come. And that's how we actually started with all of our collections, was we had the backing. Well, once you start, I don't want to stop them. But the funding has become harder to get for these programs, and I have to depend more on the community members to, support. And like I told you earlier when we were visiting, I hate the fundraising part of it. It's not me. I mean, I hate going out there and having to beg for money to support a program that I know is so worthwhile.
But that's part of the deal now.
It's part of the deal. It's part of the job, so
yeah.
I don't have a choice.
All right. We'll be back to talk about the upcoming golf tournament right after this.
That was fun.
That's good.
Yeah, that worked out well, didn't it?
Worked out.
Yeah.
The most trusted name and financial
See, now remember, when you get that list of co-chairs, you think of me, because I would be a good one.
960 KNEB. Oh, this is your guy. Join me every weekday for the
Dennis thinks so.
Financial Report. 3 fresh reports examining the market and analyzing the trends. 6:55, 11:45, and 4:15 each weekday on your trusted voice for news. 960 KNEB.
All right, we are back on News Extra today with Kathy Kropuenske from Keeps Scottsbluff, Gering Beautiful, and as we mentioned, she just got back from the Keep Nebraska Beautiful Awards and reception and all that stuff, your annual meeting, and did very well with first place in the Civic Nonprofit category, a second place for Great American Cleanup, and the gold medallion for the affiliate award, and that's basically the gold medallion says that you've done all the things you're supposed to do throughout the year, right?
Right.
And handed in all the reports, and did all that stuff.
Did all that stuff that you got to do.
The paperwork and all that.
The paperwork trail.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now you have your second annual Green Ball Scramble, 4-person scramble coming up on Saturday, July 28th. Tell us about that.
Oh, this is so exciting. We had so much fun last year, and we can hardly wait to have it again this year. It's really a fun. It's really a fun scramble. See, I should have taken that glass of water.
I offered it to you.
Anyway, it's really a fun event, and we hope that we can really get more people included this year. We didn't raise our costs from last year. It's $50 per person. It's a remember, I know nothing about golf, so you're going to have to help me.
4-person scramble.
Right, and we're looking for players. Good prizes this year.
Yeah.
Exciting prizes.
Okay.
And I can't reveal them because then everybody would know.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you're going to have whole prizes.
We are. We're going to have whole prizes, and we're going to have good first. I think we're going to do this year first, second, third, and maybe even fourth and on down.
So certificates to like the first 4 teams, right?
Yeah, right.
First 4 teams in the place in the golf tournament.
And so we're going to do that, and it's just really a fun morning. I mean, you golfers that love to play golf, you know how much fun it is just to go up early in the morning and play golf. So we'll have all. You were right, Kevin. We'll have all kinds of neat things up there.
All right. Very good. It's only $50 per person.
Right.
To do it. That includes golf, the prizes, and the lunch.
Yes.
Starts at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
The shotgun start.
Right.
And I know you not particularly familiar with what a shotgun start is. That means everybody starts at the same time.
Oh, is that what it means?
That's what it means.
You're
just on different holes.
I think you are.
Yeah, one team starts on number 1, another team starts on number 2. And that way everybody is playing at the same time and you get around fast. And it opens up the golf course sooner.
Oh,
well, it's a lot easier to do that.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we even have a little bit in there where you can kick it or throw it.
Oh, you have a kick, blow, and throw category?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Save strokes doing that?
Yeah. And so, and of course, we are going to give out little goodies, and one of those will be if you are a smoker, please don't litter your butts on the golf course.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be really, really fun. Like I said, I know nothing about this, really about to play golf, but I encourage all of you to play, and hopefully you'll win. And I know that I could maybe, I don't know whether I'd be better at kicking it or blowing it or throwing it actually, but there is that option up there.
Yeah, there is that option.
Okay.
All right, so Saturday, July 28th, starts at 8, and check-in begins at 7. So you get up there a little early, you warm up.
You'll have water and coffee and rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that to start off the morning.
All right.
And again, we need sponsorship too. And
that's right. Let's do the sponsor thing. It's just $200.
Right. And we're tax deductible. We're a 501c3, and we really, really need the help. This is what gives us our match money for our grants. So that's why this is so important, because if I can't show the community support, I can't get the money for the grants, and we can't win those awards.
Right.
So it's just sort of important for us all to play together.
All right.
All right.
Give Robert a call, Boy, I should know this number by heart.
Yeah.
635-2277. 635-2277.
Kevin, you're playing?
I think so. I've been out for a couple of weeks because I kind of injured my back. But I think I'm going back to playing golf this week. Crossing my fingers.
I hope so. I even told my dad, who's coming from Texas, that I had a famous radio personnel that was going to be up there.
Famous, huh?
Famous.
Okay.
That's what I said. So, see?
We'll see. Okay. Get out there and get in the golf tournament.
Thank you,
Kevin.
Kevin.